Another week, another new number one on my AP poll. Last week, I had Oregon as my number one. This week, I have Miami. And there's a couple different reasons as to why. With Miami, I think a pretty dominant win over Florida State on the road is just another data point into what has been a very, very impressive season for the Hurricanes so far. They have a 3-point win over Notre Dame. They now have this road win, this pretty dominant road win over Florida State. They have a very dominant win, over South Florida, and a very good win over Florida as well. Just the whole body of work. And now you add a pretty impressive road win to that. I think they probably have the best, top to bottom resume in the country at the moment. And when you look at Oregon, I think last week we said that they had the most impressive win in the nation by beating Penn State, but then Penn State goes out and loses to lowly UCLA, 0-4 UCLA, a UCLA team that fired its coach already. And Penn State went out and lost that game. It kind of questions, how good is Penn State? How good was that win in the first place, even though it was on the road? Still a pretty good win, but that sort of combined with the lack of other data points we have on Oregon, they haven't had a lot of tough games outside of that. They didn't play last week. Just the changing landscape of how we view these teams from week to week was a big factor into why I flipped my number one team with my number two team this week. This has been Koki Riley, AP poll voter and advocate sports reporter.